Tonight in our regular Seacret University, we would be doing a training on spa parties. And that entails why do we do them, how do they work, what comes out of them, how to maximize them. But today, since we're already doing things completely different, we figured why tell you about how they work and how to do them when we can actually show you.
Nice.
All right? So what we're going to do here for the next hour is we're going to do a spa party. And this is normally how I would do it. This is not the only way to do it. But obviously, if we have brought in over 1,500 people into the organization, we must be doing something right. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get started. Now for you, you wouldn't be doing a slideshow in someone's house. What would happen is that you would normally get a flip chart that you get in the mail, and you would use that to do the presentation. It looks a little bit different than what I'm about to do right now, because obviously we don't have the slides that replicate exactly the same as the flip chart. Does that make sense?
Nice.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Boom. All right, it's going to get dangerous. All right, so we're going to go ahead and... no, this is closed. Or not.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. All right. So, Seacret. All right. What is Seacret? It's throwing me off because it's already different. All right. So, what is Seacret? Seacret is a 6-year-old powerhouse. Okay, they've actually been around for a really long time. Now, most of you guys throughout the presentation, what's going to happen is I'm going to show you some of the products, and you're going to have what we call your aha moment. And your aha moment is where you realize, wait a minute, they did that to me. And the reason for that is because the products themselves have been retailing in 39 different countries for the last 6 years. They've actually sold over $600 million in sales for the last 6 years, which basically says that they sold average of $100 million every single year. Now what that meant for me was that pretty much if you sell $100 million of anything, you must be doing something right, right? Because unless the product works or the service works, you don't sell $100 million of anything unless it works, right? They have cutting-edge patented products. We actually have 32 exclusive products and 2 more lines that we're working on. We're manufactured by L'Oreal. Now, if you guys were like me, when you thought L'Oreal, you think makeup brand, right? You know, that's all that comes to mind. But actually, L'Oreal owns 80% of the high-end skincare. So if you think Lancome, you think Ralph Lauren, you think Maybelline, all the 80% high-end skincare is all owned by L'Oreal. And L'Oreal in 2009 came to Seacret and made them an offer to purchase the company. Because Seacret was actually founded by a group of brothers and friends, they said we're not for sale. So they actually turned down L'Oreal. L'Oreal still wanted to stick around with the hopes that someday Seacret would actually sell to them. They started manufacturing our products. So what that means is that we have access to all the manufacturing power. And not only that, L'Oreal is a huge company. They sell over $23 billion in sales every single year. That's something that we have access to, which is really cool. And this month, actually, it's a 1-year anniversary, so they're doing a full transition into referral marketing. So we're pretty brand new still within our company here with Seacret. Now the Dead Sea. Is anybody familiar with the Dead Sea? Yes? Okay, cool. Well, I wasn't when I first got started. I knew it was in Israel, and then I knew that it was dead. And I didn't even know why it was dead, okay? And really why is that is because, do you want to sit over here so you can see? Under. Yay! Alright, so really why it's dead is because the water is so salty that nothing can live inside the water or around it, so there's no life, hence the name, the Dead Sea. Which is pretty cool. So all of our products are made with salts, minerals, and water from the Dead Sea, okay? And what's so special about the Dead Sea? Well, actually the Dead Sea is where Cleopatra attributed her beauty. So if you have King Sheba and King Solomon, they wrote on their journals that the Dead Sea was the secret to their beauty. Now that's important because Cleopatra is the most beautiful woman in history. So we obviously know what she was doing, what she was using, and now we know. And millions of people travel there every single year. Why? If you research the Dead Sea, you'll see that people are covered from head to toe with mud and they're floating in the water. And the reason for that is because it's known to have healing properties, which is really cool. And it's the lowest point on Earth. It's actually 1,300 feet below the point of sea level. The Dead Sea was actually created through an earthquake. So when the land split, it created like a crevice and made it the lowest point on Earth. It's actually really cool. If you go there, you don't actually need any sunblock because the rays of the sun don't reach you, so you actually don't get burned. So that's a problem you have. You can go to the Dead Sea. And actually, the water is so buoyant that you float. So for people who don't know how to swim, that's all great for you because you can't drown, all right? In the Dead Sea, there's actually 26 minerals, 12 of which can only be found there. So you can't find them anywhere else in the world. L'Oreal has had a plant in the Dead Sea for over 20 years doing research on why is that there, why does it only exist there and not anywhere else in other bodies of water around the world. And why does it have these healing properties, which is really cool. So those minerals that you can't find anywhere else are some of the ones that we use in our products, which make them so unique and nobody can duplicate them. And it's known for its healable properties, which I'm going to show you some before and after pictures so you can see what we're talking about. And so we have the right product. So here's we're about 98% paraben free. We're not 100% paraben free. Do you guys know what paraben is? No? I didn't know either, so. It's a fancy word for a preservative, alright? So if something was made and it would naturally last for about 3 months, you had a paraben, it lasts for 3 years. It increases the shelf life of a product. But right now, parabens have been linked to causing cancer, and obviously you don't want to put cancer on your face or in your body, right? So what happens is that we actually remove them. So if you see this little symbol right here with a little leaf, that means that the product is paraben-free. We no longer carry it, which is great. And we're working towards having the whole line be paraben-free as well. Nice. One of our first products that we have is our body solutions. Now this is really cool. We have our salt and oil scrub, which we obviously would do before you come in here, which we can definitely do afterwards. And this product right here is really great, okay? What this does is that it's salt from the Dead Sea, and it has a lot of essential oils inside of it. This is sealed, so I'll open it. You see that? Those are all essential oils inside, okay? Difference between essential oils and mineral oils. Mineral oils are like, they actually cost about $1 a gallon, okay? They're actually really bad for you. Essential oils come from plant, and they can cost all the way up to $100 a gallon, okay? And that's all that we use in our products. And what you use this for is that you use it to exfoliate. So you put it from your neck all the way down to your toes once a week in the shower, and as you rub it all over your body, it removes all of dead skin. So if you want to keep your body looking younger, healthier, more vibrant, longer, you want to make sure that you're exfoliating. And that's very simple. You know, like my husband says, a lot of us are familiar with exfoliating our face. You know, why do we exfoliate? It's to remove the dead skin, because the dead skin is the things that causes wrinkles, okay? So you don't want a 40-year-old face and a 70-year-old body. That's just not cute, you know? So you want to make sure that you're exfoliating and removing all the dead skin. You follow that up with our body butter. Now our body butter, what it is a very intense hydration for your body. Again, you only use it from your neck all the way down to your feet. Now I'll pass this around so you guys can actually smell it. But this is our milk and honey, and again, it's very strong, so you actually don't want to put it on your face. And it's intense hydration. So we'll show you some pictures of some of that. Here's one of, this is across the elbow, okay? So, it says on there, so I'm going to say across the elbow, all right? And this is what they did, was they used our salt scrub. Now our salt scrub is our purest product, and what it is that it's just salt from the Dead Sea. So you can see, it's just salt, okay? So it's a lot thicker and a lot coarser than that salt that I have with the oil. And why that is because it's actually used for rougher areas, like your elbows, your knees, the bottoms of your feet. You soak your feet, you grab a little bit of this, you rub it against your foot, and what it does is that it actually helps to, again, not only exfoliate, but it's salt, so it cleanses. And you follow that up with our foot cream, which has tea tree oil inside of it. Now the tea tree oil is an antifungal. So if you have dry feet, cracked feet, stinky feet, you know, whatever kind of feet you have, tea tree oil will work for you. So you guys have enough skin that's available. If you guys want to try some of this, you can, so that way you experience the texture and the smell. It actually smells really, really good. When you start putting that, what I've experienced is, you know when you grab a piece of gum and you throw it in your mouth? They're a mint gum, obviously. And you go, you know, kind of like that. Well, that's what your feet will feel like when you put this on there. It has a minty sensation to it. So when you put it on, your feet go, alright? So you can actually do that. But here, this is an elbow that they used a salt scrub. They just packed it on there. So he had an allergic reaction, and this is what it was afterwards. Okay? So some of our products, we actually don't know the capabilities of our products yet. Because a lot of people are getting to try them where they didn't have access to doing it before, what's happening is that we're getting a lot of testimonials for a lot of different things, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So here's another one. He actually used the salt scrub as well, psoriasis. You know, I never knew how many people had psoriasis or eczema until I started working with this company. Because it's not like I, you know, come up to you and be like, hey, hi, Alyssa, my name's Patricia, I have psoriasis. You know, nobody really does that. But then when you figure out what they do, then you obviously realize, you go, oh, that's why you wear long pants all the time, or that's why you wear long sleeves, because people are self-conscious about that. But here's a gentleman, had psoriasis since he was a little boy. He didn't even have any hair growth on his leg. And after just using our salt scrub, this is 6 days later after our body butter.
Jeez.
Now he even has hair growth on his leg. Okay? So obviously that's really powerful. Then here's another one that used our salted oil scrub, and this is what it is. It's a grandparent of one of the people that we work with, and he got an allergic reaction. It was so itchy that he actually was using a Brillo pad to scratch his hand, okay? Now imagine how horrible that must have been that you actually go grab a Brillo pad and start scratching yourself. And that's kind of crazy. Went to different dermatologists, they couldn't give him anything for it, and so he just packed on the salt and the oil right on top of it, and this is what it is 3 days later. You know, it wasn't itchy anymore, it wasn't, you know, dry and rough anymore, which was really cool. So, but if this was your grandpa, you know, it's great that you're able to help. Now this one is amazing as well. Now this is a little boy, he actually, Oh, it's over there. He actually had an allergic reaction to a vaccine as a 3-year-old boy. And his parents said that it got so bad that they had to put tape on top of his knee so that he wouldn't scratch so much that he would bleed, okay? So all they did, very simple, they put him in a bath of this salt. They filled up the bathtub, threw some of the salt in there, and then let him soak. 3 days later, these are the results. Okay? Now, after going to a dermatologist and not being able to find anything to help, you know, here's your son 3 days before, here's your son 3 days later, nephew, cousin, brother, whatever it may be. Okay? So this is some of the stuff that we're seeing from our products. Now, which is really cool about them is that they're natural. So they come from somewhere with, that, you know, from the planet, which a lot of people are looking for. People don't want to use a lot of chemicals anymore. They want to look to more natural ways to healing their bodies, which is really cool. Then we have our facial solution. So this is where the fun is going to start, okay? Now, usually what we'll do, and shaking his head no, but men are the ones who love it the most.
Yeah.
They put it on, they're like, Braveheart! They start going crazy, you know? And actually, I do a lot of presentations. As you can see, most of the people we work with are men, right? It's just more than 50% of the people we work with. Why? Because women love to be sold by men, okay? If I see a guy who says, oh, your skin is so pretty, buy this, I'll be like, okay, I got it. But if I see a girl and they're like, oh, your skin is so pretty, I'll be like, what do you want? That it is, all right? So what we will do is, usually we do a treatment on half of your face. So we'll do a cleanse and we'll do a mask on half of your face. And don't worry about these people, they don't exist, it's just me, okay? And what will happen is that way you can experience the difference on yourself, okay? Now, we have people who are saying that they're not going to do it, but obviously when you do it, it feels great, trust me, okay? You don't have to do it if you don't want to. We're not going to force you to do it if you don't want to do it. But I encourage you to do it, okay? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to ask a question. Are you guys going to do it? He said yes.
Nice.
Yes. Woo! So what we're going to do first is I'm going to give you this, which is our cleanser, okay? Now our cleanser is very simple. You use it to wash your face. Now why do you want to wash your face? Because you don't want accumulated dirt on your face. Now people that use glasses, do you guys have to wipe the glasses at the end of the day? Every single time. Yes, she's shaking her head over there. If you don't wear glasses, you clean your sunglasses after you start using them. Yes, because all that gunk gets on your sunglasses. But we have people who actually don't wash their face because, why? Because they can't see it, okay? Imagine if all that stuff ended up in your glasses, what's actually ending up in your face, but because if you don't see it, you don't wash it, and then you wake up the next morning and you have, you know, Rudolph nose and you're wondering why, okay? That's why, because you're not washing your face. I actually had a lady who said that she doesn't wash her face every day, she washes it every 3 days, because she's got, it was dry or something, and she's like, now I'm all breaking out, and I'm like, that's why. You don't wash your face. And then we have people who say, I don't even use soap or I don't use anything, I just use water on like their body, and I'm like, for how long? You know, I don't use any soap. But that's why. So you want to just use the right products, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to give you some of this. You're going to pick a left or a right. Now I said a left or a right because I was doing another presentation last time, and there were men in the room, and I see him doing this. I'm like, no, half your face, because we want to see the difference. He's like, yeah, I chose the top half. I was like, I can't argue with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it to you. You don't have to do your eyes if you ladies do have makeup, because we're not going to do anything with your eyes, but even if you want to just do your cheek, it'd be fun. All right, so I'm just going to hand it to you, and then you can just rub it. It's not going to foam, and it's not going to do anything, okay? It's not like a normal cleanser. You're very welcome. So this is very soft. If you are used to cleansers and stuff, this is great for removing makeup and removing dirt. I'll give you another one. That's priceless, man. One guy says yes, they all say yes. Thank you so much.
Hoorah!
Again, we just had the conversation. Face your fears. Yeah. Doing a facial in front of 200 people is your fear. All right, cool. Then what we're going to follow it up with is, obviously, this little cups right here is for you to throw the dirty stuff, okay? So you don't have to keep it next to you. What I'm going to follow it up with is the toner. Now, a toner, if you're used to it, what it does is it cleans inside your pores, and it makes your pores look smaller. So people with acne, this is great for them. My stepmom used to have really bad acne, and you can tell when people have bad acne because they have the little crevices on their face. And she started using this little guy right here, which is our mud soap, okay? Alongside this toner. And even her family, through Skype, they live in Colombia, they asked me, they're like, what is she using? Through Skype, they were able to tell the difference on her skin.
Wow.
Crevices completely almost went away. So that's really cool, okay? And this little guy, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pass it out. Can I have somebody just pass this stuff out while I just continue, because or else we're never going to be finished. Thank you so much. So this one right here, you actually don't have to rub it, you just could pat it, okay? So you can just pat it on, you don't have to rub it. And so while she does that, all you have to do is just kind of put it on there. And you'll see that it smells amazing. And for anybody who's ever used a toner, it doesn't leave your skin very dry, okay? It actually makes your skin very soft. Now this little guy right here is a mud soap. Now our mud soap is our simplest product. It's just mud from the Dead Sea made into a bar of soap, okay? And it's the simplest and cheapest product that we have, but for me it's like a miracle product.
Yeah.
What it does is that it helps people if you have acne or if you have eczema, this is good for you, or psoriasis, okay? This is great for you. And I know that we have some pictures here. Here's one of the pictures of a girl. She's the niece of one of the people we work with up in Washington, and she has eczema on her neck. You can see her red spot right here. Just after a couple of days, 3 days of using the mud soap, no more eczema. Okay, which is really great. If you've dealt with that for a long time, you obviously know what that's like. Another great story about this one is, again, we don't even know what it has. Like, we had a lady, she broke off in hives. She was using $90 of medicine every single month that she was paying for her hives. Somebody recommended a mud soap to her just as a gift, not even for her hives. She started using it, and really what it did was it got rid of her hives. Okay?
Wow.
Now she got rid of the $90 every single month that she had to pay for $11 bar of soap. Is that cool or what?
That's insane.
Okay?
Nice.
So that's definitely some of the stuff that are great. Here's another product. Now all of our products are for men and women, okay? But we put this one in a black bottle with the bold word men to make the men feel manly. Right? And really what it is an aftershave balm. So when you put aftershave on, what happens? It stings because it has alcohol, right? But this one here has aloe, so it doesn't have any alcohol, which doesn't sting. And what it is an aftershave balm, which we discussed, okay? So it's really great for people who have razor bumps or who has ingrown hairs or rashes. My husband used to get a rash right over here. He got really, really red and irritated after he shaved because he put a suit and tie. And after he started using this, it actually got a lot better and he doesn't get it anymore. The best part about it though, this one, don't squeeze it too hard because it will go up your nose. And it's not that kind of party. Okay.
Wow. That was good.
Just making sure. So what it is, the smell is incredible. Men love it, women adore it just because it smells very, very manly. We actually have a friend of ours who we gave it to for Christmas. He doesn't shave and we forgot about that because of his religion. And he said, it doesn't matter, I love it so much I'm using it instead of my cologne. So that's really cool too. Alright? So that's our aftershave. Then we have this one, which is our hand cream. I'll pass it around. It has shea butter on it, and it's actually a little bit thicker than the body butter that we gave you. And the reason for that is because it's meant for people who wash their hands a lot. So if you deal with money, if you're a doctor, a nurse, or you're just somebody who uses a lot of hand sanitizer, that really dries off your hands. But you put this on once, and you can wash your hands 4 or 5 times, and you don't have the need to reapply lotion. So at the end of the day, you're actually saving a lot more money because you're not wasting a lot more cream that you didn't have to use in the first place, which is really cool, okay? Then we're going to move on here to our masks, okay? Now our mask, our first mask that we have is this one here, which is our mud mask. Alright, this is just mud from the Dead Sea, put into a jar. So I'll pass it around, you can smell it because I love the way it smells. Some people think it smells kind of funny, but I like it, okay? It's really great for any kind of skin type, more so from normal to oily because it's a clarifier. So when you put it on, it takes out all these impurities from your skin. And at the same time, what it does is it tightens and it lifts. So a lot of people see great difference on their smile lines. Like one is very deep groove and the other one's like all lifted, all crazy. Okay? I don't know if it's on here, but well here, this is new. She came to a presentation just like this with 300 people watching her. And what happened was she has rosacea, she has acne. Okay? And so what she did was we put that mask on first. 1 week later, she used it one more time alongside with the mud soap, and these were her results afterwards. Okay? Wow. So that's before, and that's after. She called all her friends and said, we're joining a new religion. They're like, what's going on? She's like, yeah, we're joining Secretology. She's so excited about it, okay? So here's another guy, Trevor, he used our mud soap. Like I said, the mud soap is great for people with acne or for people who have any other conditions that we talked about. So he just started doing that. There's a lot of people out there that use Proactive and they use all these other things that have a lot of chemicals. Yeah. So when you put it on your face actually reacts. So initially you get a result, but then afterwards you actually break up twice as hard as you used to because your skin already got accustomed to it, okay? But here they start using this, very simple, a bar of soap. You know, how much simpler can it get? A guy can do this one.
Seriously.
Yeah. So all you did was use the mud soap, and there he is 3 weeks later. Before, after. He's excited now. He's thinking about getting a girlfriend. So this is Trevor, all right? So before we go into that, so that's our math. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a little math, but we're first going to cover this one first, okay? But before we do that, we're going to talk about the hand solutions. Now this is what most people recognize us by. We sell 1.5 million of these every single year. This is what I bought 3 years ago at the Topanga Mall up in Woodland Hills, okay? And what it is, it has a body lotion, cuticle oil, and it has a nail buffer, okay? Now the nail buffer, has anybody seen this? Did you have your aha moment yet? No? Man. Sit back. Do you have a nail polish on? All right, let me see your wrist. I mean, your nail. All right. You used this before. This one, okay. Cheater. You have nail polish on? No. Just wanted to make sure, you never know. So you grab the buffer, all right? And if you feel your nails, you're going to feel that it has ridges on it. The ridges actually make your nail very weak, okay? So what you do is you use the blue side first. So just relax. And you just use the blue side like that. And that's going to make your nail very smooth, okay? Then you use the gray side. The gray side is going to clean your nail. And then, use the white side. I'm not going to tell you what that is. Squeakier the sound, the dirtier your nail. Excuses. Now look at your nail. Whoa. Alright, now put both of your thumbs together.
My car.
What?
It's shinier than my car.
It's shinier than his car. Alright. So what it did, it actually made your thumb very shiny. Okay? That shine is actually going to last for 2 weeks. Whatever you do, you can't take it off. Okay? So when you're texting, you're washing the dishes, if you wash dishes, I don't know, when you're cleaning your car, whatever you're doing, you're always going to see that shiny nail. And then you're going to think of me. It's going to be good times. Alright, so, and if you put nail polish on top of a shiny nail like that, it actually lasts a lot longer for the ladies, obviously. So, did you guys get a chance to see the nail?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, what's great about that is that it keeps your nail very healthy. If you haven't, we had a lot of people that their nails didn't used to grow, and now it grows thanks to the buffer, okay? I had a lady who came up to me, she's like, Patty, look at my nails. And I was like, they're buff. And she goes, no, they're long. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, they are long. And she was like, it's the buffer, it made my nails grow. And I was like, yeah, it's about time you cut them. She was so excited, she just let them grow for like ever, all right? So one of the most important parts as well is the cuticle oil, which most people overlook, okay? Now, the cuticle oil, what it does is that it moistens your cuticle. Now, a lot of people aren't familiar with that. I know that I wasn't. But as long as you keep your cuticle moist, then it doesn't grow on top of your nails, okay? Now, why do you want to keep it from growing over your nails? Because if you've ever had a manicure or a pedicure, you can just do one of them. They can share their nails later. Thank you. The cuticle oil, what it does, if you ever had a manicure or pedicure, you know how they cut your cuticle? Okay? And why they do that is because you have excess skin. Now, if you don't have that dry skin growing on top of your nails, they actually don't have to push it up, which is really cool. So, why do you keep that from happening? Well, you grab some of your cuticle oil, and you just put that there, and while you're watching, you know, the game, that means, you know, then you moisten it on there, and then it keeps your cuticle, who's got their nails? Not that one. So you put it on there, and then you just put a very small drop. We all have very nice hands. And what it does is it keeps it moist. Now, why do you want to do that? Because you don't want them to cut it. If they cut it, it opens it up for infection. If it opens it for infection, like my friend, you can actually go all the way where you get your foot amputated. That's just the way that it is, okay? My friend's friend got a gangrene toe. She didn't go till it was black to the ER. They had to amputate her toe. Then afterwards, I spread to her second toe, which they had to amputate that, and then at the end of the day, they actually had to chop off her whole foot. Okay? So the question here is, take care of your own nails that last you for about a year on your own, or get an amputation. That's really the only question. Choice that you have, okay? So that's what that is. And what's really cool is that the buffer has replaceable strips. So if you grab this, you just unstick them, stick on new ones, and you got yourself a new buffer. All right? Which is really cool. So that's that. And then we move on to our green line, which I'll discuss after we do the mask, okay? This is very strange. So I'm actually, how do I turn this off?
Off.
Like,
Top right. The very top button. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share with you guys without the slides for a little bit, okay? We have two different kinds of moisturizers. A moisturizer just keeps, you want to use a moisturizer every single day. We have two moisturizers on the blue line. In the blue line we have the day and we have the night, and it's not important that you know that. If somebody already uses a day and a night, they'll know if they want to buy it, okay? Then we have the green line. The green line is really cool because what it has is that it has little green capsules inside. You see them? The little green capsules, what they do is that they actually hold the vitamins. The life of a product starts from the time that you open it, oxygen penetrates, and then the oxidation begins of the product, okay? So what it means is that by keeping the vitamins inside capsules, they're only exposed to air the time that you apply it to your skin. So you grab the cream, you put it on your face, the capsules burst open, the vitamins penetrate directly into your skin. So if you've ever bought cream where they said it had vitamins, but they didn't come in capsules, eventually from your opening and closing, you're putting glue on your face. It's not really doing anything because all the vitamins have disappeared, okay? So that's what's really cool about that, okay? Then we're going to move on to our masks because we want to make sure that we get those done. We have this little guy right here, okay? This is one of our other mud masks. It's our M4. And what it is I'm not going to pass this one around for you to smell, but you're going to see that it's actually different. It has a different texture, and it smells differently, okay? And what this is more so from normal to dry. It has a lot of essential oils inside of it, so somebody with oils on their face already doesn't necessarily want to put more oils on their skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one on this side and one on this side, okay? Can I borrow your wrist? Can I borrow the other one? So usually what will happen is that you would put it on your face, but we don't want to put it on your face yet. So you would put it on like this. And your wrist, it's because it's the skin closest to your face. How does that feel? Good. Good. All right. So we'll do that, and then we'll come over here. Can I borrow your wrist? Put your gift to be in the corner. So you would leave it on for about 5 to 7 minutes. What the mask is doing itself is that it's penetrating into your skin and it's mixing with the magnetic particles inside your body. When you remove the mask, it's going to withdraw all the impurities that you already have inside your skin, which is really cool. And it also has some anti-aging properties inside of it, which will help protect and minimize, fine lines and wrinkles. And there's a layer of protective oils on top, which will help you throughout the day. Now, what's the problem with a lot of masks? Have you guys ever had a mask? Don't feel bad, I never had one, so I started working with this company. But now I know. The problem with a lot of masks is that you actually have to remove it with water. When you remove a mask with water, you wash about 80 to 90% of the minerals and vitamins you want penetrating into your skin down the toilet, okay? So you're wasting money. So when we designed this mask, they wanted to create a way for you to maximize the potential of the mask and at the same time create a little magic. So this mask you actually don't remove with water. You remove it with a magnet. So you grab your magnet, you wrap it up like this, I don't even have to touch your skin.
Wow.
Nice. Now touch your wrist. Now touch your wrist. Whoa. Now let them touch. Be my wrist model. I'm expressing what they're feeling, alright, for those of you that can't see. That's what you want to do. Now, those oils that are left over, you massage them into your face, and then what happens is it leaves that protector on top. And it has some of the anti-aging properties. But as you can see, it's just a magnet, which is really cool. Alright? So for those people that have black heads, white heads, purple heads, whatever kind of heads you have, it's really great for that. When you pass this on top of your nose, what happens is it pulls out everything from inside. And so it's like one of those Play-Doh toys that kids have, you know, where you put it in there, you squeeze it, it's like, you know, that's exactly what it looks like. Alright? So it's really great for people with white heads. Actually, I was talking to my friend the other day, this is a sidebar, and we had a talk, a friend from high school, and he goes, I'm so glad that you guys are doing well. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. He's like, yeah, it seems like you find the right industry to be a wacko. And I was like, a wacko? He's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, you're crazy. And I was like, okay. So that's my excuse for what's going on right now, okay? Then we have one of our last masks, which is our Recover mask. Now, our Recover mask is, as you can see, it's individualized, okay? It's little packages. And what it does is it removes wrinkles within 15 minutes, okay? So, that's a big thing to make, obviously. And what it does is it uses a different technology inside of it, which is called nanotechnology. And nanotechnology, what it is the smallest piece of electronic that can be man-made. To make it into a comparison, if I grabbed one of these little grains of salt and I split it into 1,000,000 pieces, that's the size of the nanotechnology, okay? It was so small that when the technology came out, people were fearful about using it because it could penetrate into your bloodstream. But there was a scientist using nanotechnology to find a cure for cancer. And so he started working with the nanotechnology in skincare to remove wrinkles, and he created the Recover. How it works is that the technology actually is an individual, so it doesn't work by itself. It actually works together to form a net. So in forming a net, it has the deepest penetration through your skin layers, but it doesn't reach your bloodstream. What's a wrinkle? A wrinkle is accumulated dead, dry skin, especially around our frown lines. Okay? So when you laugh or you smile, you know, you get those frown lines, what happens is over time, the wrinkle gets heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. Right? Okay, what happens with the mask? The mask actually goes on top, it shrinks as it dries, the technology then goes to work and it lifts up your wrinkle. And when it lifts up your wrinkle, it lets the blood flow start underneath, which helps your body to cure itself, which is really cool. So it's a physical change, okay? So eventually you'll see all your wrinkles go away. Now we have some pictures to show you about that, but before we do, another way to get rid of the wrinkles, to maintain your body for longer, is through exfoliating. Now what? We use the salt and oil to exfoliate your body, but we use this little guy right here to exfoliate our face, alright? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab a little bit of this, I'm going to put it on all your wrists so you can experience this, okay? Now I'm going to put it on the one we didn't put the mask on. I'm going to put it on there and you're going to rub it with your fingers. Rub it.
Rub it.
What's happening? Rose, what's happening? You see all those clumps that are happening? That's all your dead skin. So, whatever is happening in your hand is what's going to happen to you on your face. So all that dead skin, all, that's a lot. So that's exactly the same thing that would happen to you on your face, okay? Now what I want you to do is just rub it off. And what I want you to do is touch one side versus the other. Look at all that dead skin. You're welcome. Alright, so rub one side versus the other. How does that feel? Wow. Softer. Alright, that's another word. And then you can put your hands together, and what happens? It looks cleaner, it's lighter, it's whiter. And the reason for that is because you just removed the top layer, which is all the dead yucky stuff, okay? And so that's exactly what would happen to you on your face. So you remove that top layer, which allows the bottom layer, which is the clean layer, the soft, layer of your skin to actually pop up. So what we've noticed is that a lot of people stop wearing makeup when they use this, because you get a natural pop of your skin. The second thing, obviously, is because we work with so many men, they like to experiment with all of our products. So here's the two things we realized because of men, all right? Number one, it removes calluses. Whether you have them in your hands from working or whether you have them in your feet from wearing heels, you grab a little bit of this, rub it against that callus be gone, all right? Then, number two, if you have a tattoo, you can actually grab this, put it on top of your tattoo, and what it does is going to brighten up your tattoo. He has a tattoo. Alright? So what it's going to do is going to remove that top layer of that dead, dry skin, and then your tattoo is going to look like it's brand new, which is really cool. This was discovered by a guy who works with us. His whole body is full of tattoos, in a moment of experimentation, is the only thing I can assume, he decided to do that. And then he decided, well, let's take it one step further. Let me exfoliate before I put on a tattoo. And he used half the ink he normally would use, and it was way less painful because the needle didn't have to penetrate through dead skin. Alright, so that's really cool. So I'm just eager to find out what other men find out about this. Alright? Which is really cool. So before we put on, what we're going to do is put on a mask. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, this is what's going to happen. I'm just going to ask you what kind of skin type you are. Depending on your skin type, I will give you a mask that matches you. Now, if you don't know what skin type you are, you're either one of three. Dry, oily, or normal. If you don't know which one you are, then you're normal, okay? Because if you were dry, you would know. If you were oily, you would know. Alright? So what kind of skin type you have?
Well, I'm more like T-zone.
T-zone? Okay, so you're going to get this little bad boy right here. Now this is very easy to apply. Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put this on your left. Then you're going to grab your right, and you're just going to put it on the size, the side that we cleaned. I'm going to put it right here. What kind of skin type do you have? Good job. What kind of skin type do you have? What kind of skin type do you have?
Early.
Oh,
Oily.
oily? I thought you said early.
That's what I did.
Oh, okay. Are you right-handed?
Yes.
You grab it with your hand. Yeah, just put it on. Because, do we have any mirrors by any chance?
Ooh.
Use your thumbnail.
I have some in my car. If somebody
Nice.
wants to use your nail. That's funny. What kind of skin type do you have? Somebody's going to get the magnet one. What kind of skin type do you have? Great farts about you. What kind of skin type do you have?
Break that in half and then
Here's my one shirt.
What kind of skin type do you have? So you have a T-zone. So you get this one.
you totally do.
Ta-da! Now nobody got the magnet one. How's that? This one's good too. There you go. Just start pasting it on there. Alright? While you guys are doing that, what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you some before and after pictures. This is the green one, which we'll discuss in a little bit. It has peptide technology inside of it, and I'll share with you what that is. But here's some pictures of what this does. Alright? This is before, this is after just 20 minutes. You see it? Bags are gone. Okay? That's what these two little guys do right here. Okay? So they work well together. They help with your bags under your eyes, your dark circles, or your fine lines and wrinkles. Okay? Which is really cool. So I never go anywhere without these two little guys right here. And here's another picture. Her third eye disappeared. She was frightened. This is just 20 minutes later. So our products are meant to show you results within minutes or within seconds, which is really cool, okay? Then, we have the mud mask, and I'll show you some before and after pictures of the Recover. This is the Recover. Now, all the pictures I'm about to show you is just one treatment, okay? Each box holds 8. So imagine what they would look like after 8 treatments.
Huh.
Okay? It's in my purse. Somewhere in there. Here it is. 15 minutes. That's before, that's after. Is that crazy?
Awesome.
This is just 15 minutes later, okay? This is another before and after. The whole wrinkle disappeared. Then we have this one. This is actually a woman. She's a wife of a dermatologist I went to do a presentation for. And they do a lot of Botox, okay? And so she said, oh, you can show me results in 15 minutes? Let's see. And I was like, okay. So I put it on his wife. And this is her before, and this is her after. All the fine lines and wrinkles gone from her around her eyes. Okay?
So sick.
Then here's another one, before and after.
Wow.
We also do it, you can use our products on your neck. So that way you don't have a 40-year-old face and an 80-year-old neck. Because you can tell your age from that area. Here's another woman, like I told you. Look, her wrinkle versus this side of her, the group of her smile. Very heavy. She was stuck in the bathroom. She didn't even want to come out. She's like, no, do my other side. I'm like, no, quiet. No, then this is actually my mother-in-law. Her name is Michelle. She's 53 years old. Before we started working with the company, we wanted to try to make sure that these products actually did what they were promoting for us to do. Okay? And so this is, I took these pictures with my iPhone, and you can see one treatment, 15 minutes. Look at the difference between her eye and this eye. People pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for one treatment of a Botox, and here we give you the same results. The difference here is that a Botox stretches your face. So I'm angry, I'm happy, I'm excited, you'll never know, I look the same. Alright? Here we actually lift up your wrinkle, which is really cool, okay? And actually, while we're waiting for the mirrors, I'll tell you guys a little joke. Why do women get the 2 lines right here and men get the lines up here? You guys know? No? No? Alright. Well, because women go, where's the money? And the men go, I don't know. I thought it was pretty accurate when they told me the joke, so. Alright? So, the right product. So what we're going to do here very quickly is that we have about 7 minutes while you guys have your mask on, and then we're going to remove it, which is very cool because all of you have the same mask, so it'll be very fast. And but what we want to do, obviously we have the right products. The right products being we can show you results instantaneously. What we're going to do after this is when you remove the mask, we're going to put on a little bit of the moisturizer, finish off with the eye cream and eye serum. But we wanted to share with you guys, which is what you guys mostly all came out here to see, was the business opportunity. What can we do with this business? And to do that, he doesn't even know that I'm doing this, but I wanted to bring Mr. Joseph Valenzuela to share the opportunity with you guys.
Nice.
You're a treat today.
I know it. Thank you so much. Can I see your mic?
Oh no.
That'd be delightful.
Come on, you.
Ready to give it up to Miss Patty McPherson again?
Yeah.
You guys are enthusiastic, motivated up here. Brave heart. Especially. Screw it up. Right? Looking good, bro.
No.
What's up?
No.
Thank you. So I'm going to switch gears, talk about the opportunity for a quick minute. I can figure out which words. You don't have to be very smart to do this business, so just tell me what for. Alright, let's do this. How you guys doing so far?
Amazing.
Insanely.
Most of you guys are been involved in the business here. I'm going to switch gears and just talk about the business real quick and kind of how this works here, but basically you guys heard my story before. I got introduced to the home-based business arena when I was March 27th, 2007. I was a guest. You're brand new, kind of checking this whole thing out. I was doing auto detailing at the time, manual labor. Not the most prestigious thing in the world if you ever know somebody that's done manual labor before, it's not fun. But what's interesting is I was introduced to the home-based business arena, and I saw an article from USA Today. It said word of mouth is the #1 way to market anything these days. A friend's recommendation is always going to be more powerful than any like radio advertising or TV or things like that. So reason why is like if you look at traditional advertising, commercials, things like that, it takes 10,000 people to watch or hear something through advertising to get them to buy. But when a friend recommends it, then it's 1 out of 4. Right? Here's what's really killer about it. All of us do this for free, right? Like all of us tell people like, anybody see Avengers? Yes.
Yes.
How awesome was that movie?
It was epic.
So epic, right? I saw that. What was the last one I saw? I was like a raving fan of. What was the movie that had like the Navy SEALs that all acted in it?
Active.
Oh my gosh! Where's my little brother at? My little brother, I was on the way to the movie. He's gonna see a different movie, and he's like, "No, you're gonna see Active Out. Best, you have to see it. Unbelievable." And I literally changed my plans just because of a friend's recommendation, right? My brother's recommendation. So, well, that'll always outweigh advertising. So, most companies are using television, telemarketing, things like that. We just use Telefriend. That's really what we do with the business, and it works really well. That's why this industry has done so well for a long time. No time, no problem. Here's the deal: all of us have busy lives, but we always have whether it be a full-time job or kids or church obligations or whatever it might be. But what's killer is this is split-second marketing, right? If you look at the person that invited you out here today, they're probably not working very hard right now.
Yeah.
But ask yourself, can you do what they're doing? How much time does it take to recommend a movie to somebody? When you recommended a favorite restaurant or a movie, you look like, okay, my friend Cassandra, I want to tell her to see Avengers, but what if she doesn't like it? What if she doesn't? Right? What if she doesn't have time to watch it? Like, what if she says no? Did you? Okay, well, maybe if I quit my job, then I can do it, and I can tell her. You don't have to quit your job, change anything. We tell them all the time, like, hey man, you can check the movie out. How long does that take? 2 seconds, right? That's this whole business. So no time, no problem. It's split-second marketing. We go out there and just refer people to the business. It's split-second, but it's designed to do this business in a way that you can generate income in your split-second time that can actually give you more time later on when you're generating income, which is pretty cool. Why skincare? Now, for the men, I'll tell you, this is a big, big, big deal. Our products are phenomenal products, right? Absolutely incredible, incredible products. But that's not a good enough reason to work for a company, I'll tell you that flat out. Right? How many of you guys like In-N-Out Burger? Anybody work at In-N-Out in the room? Anybody work there? Okay, good, so we can talk about our complaint. So here's the deal, like In-N-Out, one of my favorite burgers in town. Love their products. I'll use their product, eat there, right? All the time. It's a good product. But I don't work at In-N-Out. The reason why is I don't like how they pay there. Right? Their comp plan is that aggressive. Yeah, like wear a paper hat, would you like fries with that? I don't want to do that. But if you like how a company pays you, that's a really good reason to work there. Here's why I'm in the skincare biz. Because it's very lucrative and there's a massive market for it. How many of you guys know somebody that has skin? How many of you guys know somebody that has a face? So this is crazy. People are already spending $300 billion every year on skincare.
Yeah.
In 2009 alone, 90 million Americans purchased an anti-aging product or procedure in our country, about a third of the entire country. Right? People care so much about how they look these days, they're undergoing a knife or getting needles injected into their face. That's how much they care about how they look. Right? So if there was a safe way that we can actually get them products that, as opposed to having to go through crazy surgery, procedure, whatever else, a natural, safe way to go out there and look better, you think we might have something on our hands.
Totally.
Right? The average American today is spending $80 to $100 a month on skin and beauty. Bottom line is, nobody's sitting there in the morning saying, man, if I could just get more wrinkles, man, I'd be fired up. Right? If you want to look and feel younger. That's really what it is. $1 Billion Club. Raise your hand if you've heard of Avon, Amway, Herbalife, Jafra, New Skin, right? Primerica, Tupperware. Here's what's incredible. I never knew this. From a business standpoint, I'm not saying any of these companies are good opportunities to this day. But I think everybody in this room would agree, that, and nobody would disagree, that if you could have gotten involved before they did $11 billion, you'd have done pretty well. Right, now, unfortunately, my great-great-grandma missed the boat in 1886. If I had a time machine, I would be smart if I'd go back. It's one of my fucking passwords broken right now, so I can't do that. My time machine's not operable. But, right, Amway, Rich DeVos, Dexter Yeager, right? Dexter Yeager, to this day, flip-flops me one of the #1 money earners in all of network marketing. Got involved in the beginning of this company, Amway. Artistry Skincare, right here. Makes about $1 million a month. A month. Not bad. Like $250,000 a week. What would you do with $250,000 a week? Now, here's what blew me away. Look at this. Skincare. Yes, 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 yes. No, yes, 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 yes. The only outlier in this whole deal is a company called Primerica, which used to be called A.O. Williams, which your parents probably know about here at my age. But this company exploded as in the financial services industry. Every single other company is in the skincare space. Why? 2 reasons. Number one, the retention is one of the highest in the entire industry. Raise your hand if you're a guest. Raise your hand if you're a visiting associate, whatever. If you've been using the same skincare product, I don't care if it's shampoo, deodorant, face wash, makeup remover, whatever it might be, for longer than a year. Show of hands. Just keep them up real quick. Look around the room. Look at that. Almost the entire room. Longer than 5 years. Longer than 10 years. 15 years. Keep your hands up if you're going to lose something longer than 15 years. All the girls in the room are like, nope. Right? The retention is so high on it. I've been using Old Spice, like, forever. I have no idea why. My great-grandpa used Old Spice. I was like, I worked on my nanny, and my grandma nanny, and I figured, it's old school, it works. Use it. That was it. So people tend to keep it. And that's what's amazing is you can go out there and make money over and over and over again for years. And also the margin is high. There's enough to make a tremendous profit. Right? For the minimum, I'll tell you guys, network marketing as an industry, 82.4%, I think it's 82.7 now, of the network marketing industry is actually women. Look at this company, New Skin, right here. Top 10 money earners are all men. Interesting. Right? So privacy, women like to buy from men in here. That's good. Here's how we actually get paid in the company. It's really, really simple. Most of us have one way we get paid on our job. Right? You work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. I found out wealthy people actually do things a little bit differently. What they do is they set up assets that spit off cash flow to them without them having to physically show up. Right? They set up assets that spit off cash flow. Most of us, we're taught, you go to work, you get paid. We're our only asset. Right? If we don't get our asset out of bed and get to work, that's about it. So what would be smarter? 5 ways to get paid or 1 way to get paid?
5.
5. Let's talk about it. Number 1 is retail. Buy low, sell high. We have as distributors, as agents right now, if you sell real estate, you're a real estate agent. If you sell secret agent, no big deal. Single guys, I'm saying you need to do it for that reason alone. I know you'd be able to what do you do? I would like to tell you. Unfortunately, I would have to kill you. I'm just kidding. Tell secret agent. Right? So you go out there and actually just share the products with somebody. Go out there and let them get an instant result. They go out there and actually use these products, make anywhere from a 20 to 50% commission right out of the gate. This is a great way for the average person just to make an extra few $100s a week. Just extra. Maybe you're kind of a place right now, you love what you do. You don't even want to change what you do. Maybe you're a doctor or a teacher or something like that, you love it. But an extra $1,000 a month would be something that would be really killer. And if that's where you're at, it's killer. What would an extra $1,000 a month do for you right now? Extra. That's the key word, being extra. Right? That, retire the car payment or get out of credit card debt faster or start a travel fund, go on vacation somewhere, right? Start a retirement fund for those of us that are looking at that. That's a good place to start. Here's what you get. You get a website. I didn't know anything about skincare. I was thankful to know that I didn't have to be an expert. You get a website where somebody can literally go to your website, discover their fountain youth in 90 seconds, and what's amazing is we have dermatologists, people that are skincare experts, put together this whole platform where it's going to ask them a series of questions and find out their exact needs based on a skin ID, a skincare analysis. So now, you don't have to take my word for it, Mr. Auto Detailer, manual labor guy. We have a skincare expert, a dermatologist that will go out there and actually recommend a skincare regimen based on their exact needs, not just for their face, not for whatever else, but for their entire body. From a business standpoint, think about this. It's going to recommend a 6-month regimen that's a completely differentiated package every single month, right? How many of you guys have been approached with an opportunity in the past? Big time with an opportunity in the past. What's killer is a lot of companies out there, like, I won't pick on it, the juice companies. There's a company that did really, really, really well. I sat down with one of the top distributors yesterday. It sells juice in a glass bottle. You guys may have heard about what this is, right? The company did phenomenally well. Now, the challenge, the good thing about those companies is it's so simple. Like Geico, like a caveman could do it. Just like, my girlfriend left me, drink the juice. My dog left, drink the juice. Like, my hair's falling off, drink this juice. That's like the answer for everything. The challenge, right, is you get on a replenishment program, you get juice in the milk. Guess what we're getting next month? Juice. More juice. How about the month after that? Juice. Right? The same thing is where you get these crazy stories like, man, I got like 15 bottles of juice in my garage. I don't need more juice right now. So what's amazing here is you're going to get products at 50 to 80% off. Just for actually being an agent on a monthly order or being a preferred customer on a monthly order, you get 50 to 80% off all the products, but you're getting something different every month. So you have the month soap, face wash coming in this month, the next month you got stuff for your body, next month you got stuff for your hair, next month you got stuff for your nails, next month you got stuff, all different types of stuff coming in every month, so it's fun. Right? Keep in mind, the average person spending 80 to 100 a month already on these different types of things. Would it make more sense to buy products from some guy in a suit in corporate America making him wealthy, or would it make more sense to buy from yourself and make yourself wealthy?
No.
So that made a lot of sense. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we have a chance to do. Our preferred customers. You go out there, help somebody become a preferred customer, even if they don't actually want to get involved in the business and be a secret agent. You go out there and just let them actually have access to the products. Get a 50% commission. So you help somebody get one of our essentials kits here, 50%, right? $100 essentials kit for you guys. This is a great way for a brand new person to start getting into profit mode and actually start making some great money right away. Right? Very, very easy to do. We have an enrolled for payment. How many has like discounted products?
Yeah.
We have like free products.
Nice.
Right? So what's killer is the stuff that we do for free, right? Michael Jordan, he recommends Gatorade. Why?
He gets paid for it.
He gets paid for it. Right?
Smart.
I wear a Nike t-shirt when I go golfing. So does Tiger Woods. Why is Tiger? Does he get paid for it? See, here's an IQ test. If the same thing that we all do for free, we could get paid for, would that be smart or stupid?
Smart.
Smart, right? So that's what's amazing is you go out there and share it with 4 people like most of us do anyways. You get yours for free every month. What happens if you share it with more than 4 people? Guess what? You get more free product. Right? And you get paid for all of it too, which is killer. So if you have people, even if they're not involved in the business, they share it with 4 people, they get theirs for free also. And they all count as your customers, which is pretty cool. Now, team commissions, and this is what changed everything for me. I went from being on a linear income stream, and I was taught my whole life, work hard, be a good person. Go out there and, my dad's a construction guy, he's not here tonight, he's usually here. But he taught me a lot of good things growing up. Go to church on Sundays, treat women good, don't eat Yellowstone in the wintertime. Valuable stuff, you don't. The challenge was he couldn't teach me how to get wealthy because he wasn't a wealthy man. Right? What's amazing is I found out wealthy people leverage themselves. Here's what's incredible. You go out there and start building an organization. Just like, this is just building a distribution network. And by the way, every single wealthy network does this. Robert Kiyosaki said in his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, wealthy people build networks. Everyone else looks forward in those networks. All right, how many of you guys drank some Starbucks today? Did Howard Schultz sell you that coffee? Right? And Howard Schultz saw the Starbucks. Now, do you think Howard Schultz works in a Starbucks today?
No.
Oh, man, what do you think he does all day?
Whatever.
Drink coffee. Now here's the deal. When he first started out, what do you think he did?
Yeah.
Sure. Pike's Place right there in Seattle. He's out there, got himself another one, got himself another one, got himself another one. 14,000 Starbucks locations later. Hundreds of thousands of people, baristas showing up. Now what's so funny, when I first saw this, I'm like, is this one of those pyramids? And the guy was my buddy Anthony, was showing me, he's like, Joe, that's why you're broke, because you're an idiot. What are you talking about, Will? He's like, dude, it's called networking. What's networking? He's like, it's the opposite of your life, which is not working. Howard Schultz built 14,000. Is there a board of directors in that company?
Yeah.
Yes. Is there some vice presidents in that company?
Yeah.
Right. Is there some regional directors?
Totally.
Is there some probably area managers?
Yeah.
Right. Probably some store managers even. Probably some shift managers even. Right. There's probably some people at the bottom. What do people call?
Employees.
Employees. What does that look like?
Pyramid.
It's like a giant pyramid, right? It's so funny because I was always taught, go to school, get good grades, get out and get a good
Job.
job. If that doesn't work, get a second.
Job.
If that doesn't work, get a better. It's always so interesting to me. How many, raise your hand, who here knows somebody who started off working at the bottom of somebody else's pyramid who owns that company today? Sometimes your hands go up. What's in a room of, a couple hundred people tonight? Got a couple hands. What's so funny is I was taught long ago, well, Donald Trump, he's not teaching his kid. Go clock in, from corporate America, work 40 years, cross your fingers, be a good person, hope it all works out. That's not what he's teaching his kids. He's teaching them to go out there and find a business that you can go out there and build your own pyramid, right? Build your own company, to go out there and actually build something for yourself, where you can go out there and leverage yourself and get paid off not just your own efforts. And that's exactly what we had the opportunity to do here. Just like what Howard Schultz did with coffee, we do with skincare. Just like Ray Kroc did with McDonald's, we do with skincare, right? McDonald's, I would agree. If you run away from McDonald's, you just get closer to another McDonald's. They don't make the best hamburgers. I think that's not, they really don't. But they sell the most because there's the most distribution networks. What you want is a massive distribution network of people inside your organization. Here's how it works. We build two teams. How do we advance? You start out as an agent. So let's just say, Cassandra, this is you. You show to me, right? So two people. You become a star. As you go there, everybody, you help us do the same thing. You become a star builder. As it starts to grow, you become a bronze. 25 customers on each team. Now, here's what's great. I'm not saying you brought all those 25 customers, but a group. You showed it to me, and I showed it to. In fact, let's do it the right way here. Who is just? Everybody's a guest here. Who introduced you? Who brought you out tonight?
Ryan did.
Who did?
Ryan.
Ryan.
Who's Ryan? Raise your hand.
Ryan. Ryan, who introduced you to the business? Zach. Zach, who introduced you to the business?
You.
Oh. I'm in the military for tonight, right? But I knew Zach, who knew Ryan, who introduced you. Do you guys work in the military? Nice. Thanks for serving out. Nice. All right. So now that's just a person who knows people know people. How many of you guys ever heard you can 6 degrees of separation? Take the world. Right? Here's what's incredible. We have the ability to build right now internationally. We already have positive group in 39 countries right now.
Jeez.
Hell yeah. Woo. I think I'd like to get paid in languages you don't speak.
See.
Right?
See, se puede. That's a fun ball game. I got checks coming in right now. I got a text message from Tomas Castillo, who's in Mexico right now. Just brought on 5 more people today, and they're killing it. I'm in Mexico, and all I can say is like, yay, go, 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 go. I don't know, vamos, vamos. I don't know. That's a good deal. So as it starts to grow, you become silver, 100 to 100 customers. Mr. Cheney, that position. And as it grows, here's what's amazing. You're going to make 10 to 15% of a residual income every single month off of all the people. Here's what we're going to do too, guys. If you guys want, we're going to take our masks off real quick too. Do we have paper towels?
Right up here, Mason.
Huh? Okay, cool.
Not a whole bunch.
Here we go. Matt, will you help us? Let's go ahead and start taking these things off too.
So,
Well, here's what's going to work. While you guys take this off, I'll just kind of show you.
wait, tell them how to take it off.
Oh, right. You're going to start rubbing it with your hand like that. Rub it off like this.
Okay, lean over this. Lean over this.
Nice.
There we go. Move your hands, guys. Move your hands.
Are there any challenges over here?
I just know how to slides, bro.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to use the mask as an exfoliator. So you kill two birds with one stone. So what you'll do is you'll just lean forward, rub it in a circle. You're going to remove the top layer of the mask. It's not completely going to come off. And then what you're going to do is we're going to give you some water in a bowl. You're going to dip it in there, and then you're just going to remove the rest of the mask. Okay? That's simple. I give you some water here. And then you're going to grab some tissues, and then you will remove your mask.
You guys never play those.
Not like this. There's an easier way to do it, which is just with water. However, you want to kill two birds with one stone and fully as paper.
Just rub it off.
That's it.
Exfoliate everything
There's
off.
a top layer, so you're good.
You get in there, stop using a paper towel. Take your hand and
Wow.
Those are pretty hard.
Chill. Look at that.
We're going to give you more.
You guys look like sugarless.
Here you go, that's good. You don't have to take the whole thing.
That's killer.
There you go. You just want to take the top layer. So just wet it, and then just take off the rest of the mask.
Take out the top layer with your hand. Perfect. Now I'm going to do
See?
this.
He's good.
I'm gonna keep on going through. As you guys keep taking that off, just kind of pay attention when I take this off. You're gonna build two teams, right? Left team and right team. Here's what's killer, right? You're gonna get paid 10 to 15% of your lesser team to infinity levels deep.
Oh my
Let's just
god.
say you go one team at 15 agents, another team at 30. At average 200 BB, right? As this starts to grow, you can on average an extra $500 a month. This right here, a lot of people do inside of their first week, right? First couple weeks. It's a really good place to start. Now here's the deal. An extra $500 a month. If you're making $500 a month full time, nobody cares. But if you're making an extra $500 a month without working, you think some people would be interested in what you're doing. Yeah. Right? That's the key thing, is the magic of part-time. Don't change anything else you have going on in your life. Just extra. But as this starts to grow, 150 people here. You're able to do this inside our first couple weeks in the business. At 250 on average right here. That's an extra $4,500 a month. We were able to make over $5,600 in our very first month with this company just by doing this exact same thing here and putting together a team. Now, that right there would change some lives, I can guarantee. You guys know the average home could have been saved from foreclosure last year with an extra $300 a month? Wow. Is there a massive need right now in this economy to make more money? Yeah. Right? Yeah. So there's some people who are looking, an extra $4,000, if somebody can make an extra $4,000 on the side of their job, that will change everything for them in most San Diego households. Right? Now let's get it for people that are ambitious. And I'll just people that are ambitious real quick. 500 agents to 1,000 agents here. As it starts to grow, $15,000 a month. We're able to make this our fourth month. $15,000. Now I'll tell you guys, everything changes at that point. I think trips change, the restaurants you go to change. You guys ever notice that when you go to the restaurant and you don't look at the price first, you just look at what you want to actually eat? Right? So you guys know what I'm talking about when you go to the fast food menu, fast food drive-thru. Strictly look at the value menu. I was there. I know how it is. So you guys know all too laughing a little too hard. Oh, I mean, last time changed it, right? Girlfriends change? I'm just kidding. Serious. I'm just kidding. Girls are expensive. Just saying. They are. So what's amazing is you out there start start building. Now here's what's great. There's no quotas. How long? What if it took you 2 years to get here? Still, love it. That'd be worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna do what you're doing anyways. You may as well build something part time. Maybe something like this. They made over $20,000 in their 5th month. That's what's amazing about being able to build this out of a company like this. Because they're also aggressive payment plan in the entire industry. We also have matching bonuses, and here's what's so killer. One of the things I was asking my sponsor was like, how do I know that you're going to help me? And this is the part of the compensation plan that he showed me. He said, Joe, I'll give you my word. I'm going to be there to support you and to help you out in the business. But you don't even have to take my word for it. Here's me, here's you. Check this out. As I go out there and help you make money in the business, the company financially incentivizes me to make sure I help you. I'm going to get paid a 20% bonus for every dollar I help you earn. So think about it. Is it Kimani? Kimani, if you brought me into the business, and every dollar that you help me make, if I made $1,000, you made $200. If I made $10,000, you made $2,000. How much money would you want to help me make?
$1 million.
As much as possible. How long would you be willing to help me? As long as you're getting paid. So that's what's so amazing. And it's not just, what if you help more people than me, make an extra $1,000? Of your first generation, you're going to make 20% of everybody. It's an extra $1,000. But it doesn't stop there. Once you get to silver, right, 100 customers, it unlocks another generation. The people that I bring on board, say I brought on Cassandra. You would help Cassandra because you're going to pay 10% of everything that Cassandra goes out there and earns. We're going to help everybody that I bring on board go out there and make money because you're going to get paid a 10% matching bonus, an extra $500. Just on helping other people get money. One of the things I love about this industry is the only way that it survives is if we help everybody go from the bottom and get to the top.
Yeah.
It's a lot different than corporate America, right? If I was the president of a company, you were the vice president, what incentive do I really have to teach you everything I know?
Nothing.
Right? What would be the problem? If I taught him everything I know, what would happen? Take my job. So here, the way you get to the top is by teaching everybody how to get to the top. That's the beauty of it. And this goes 4 generations down. This by far is the most aggressive matching bonus system in the entire home-based business arena.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest reasons that we came over here as well. This right here will be the biggest party check. For those of you guys that know this industry, over the long term, as you build this in the coming months, in the coming years, this will be the biggest part of your check. It's very, very exciting. We also have performance bonuses. Just like we're recognizing you here tonight, every time you rank advance with the company, we're going to pay you a one-time bonus, starting out at $1,000 extra, and every time you rank advance, there's a crown, $1 million. Right? Extra million. Pretty sweet. But we start giving you a car allowance. And unlike a lot of companies inside of this industry, as opposed to forcing you to go get a car, having you qualify for a lease, things like that, we're going to just give you a $600 month car bonus. If you want to spend on a car, awesome. I went and got a BMW with it. But you can just pocket it. But whatever you want to do with it, that's killer. And that goes up all the way to $3,000. You can get yourself a pretty sweet ride for an extra $3 grand. Right? It's like you get to the new Audi R8s. That's probably my next deal, for sure. Right? Lifestyle bonus starts at gold, $600 a month, on top of your car bonus. Starting at $600 to $3,000 as well. Right? When you're a crown, honestly, the extra $6 grand a month is like cute. It's like your pocket. You're just like blowing on the shoes every month if you're a girl. It's like a drop in the well at that point. But it's amazing. Training and support, and here's what's great. Becoming a secret agent for $14,000. I knew there was a catch. Right? $49. Here's the problem, guys. It's so low, everybody does it. Right? That's the biggest problem that we have. The challenge is, the reason why you don't want to have something like this, anybody ever ridden public transportation?
Yeah.
It's unique. There's a unique class of people. You know why? Because it's so cheap. Everybody can do it. Right? It's a little different. It smells different. There's a difference between, riding with somebody driving. That's what I'll say. But here's what I'll say. Don't treat it like it's a $49 business. It's paid people hundreds of thousands. Some of my friends inside of their first 3 months made over a 6-figure income. In our second month, they're going to a 6-figure position. What's amazing is just for $49, you have all your training and support. Notice you didn't have to pay to get in tonight. We support the market. We're here to teach you and train you how to be successful in business. Regional events, online resources, you have your own back office. You can actually have an e-commerce website starting tonight. You can go sign something up on their website tonight and start making money tonight. Right? It's incredible. Now we have different sets. Now here's what's incredible. How many of us are saying it takes money to
make money?
Make money, right? Now if you were to open up a liquor store, what would be some smart things that you would have to buy in order to have a liquor store? Liquor, right? Here's what I know for sure. You cannot open up a liquor store with a 6-pack of Budweiser. Right? First guy walks in like, I'll take that. Like, you're out of business. You can't do it. You need stuff. If you were to open up a skincare business, you'll be some smart stuff to get.
Secret products.
Some skincare, right? So we have different sets available. Now the reason why the kiosk people have been so successful in our business is because they have demonstrable instant result products. People in the mall are going out there and they're demoing on people. Here's what's incredible. The reason why we transitioned into this type of business, everybody loves a product, but they don't like the buying experience in the mall, right? But a friend's recommendation is one of the easiest things to go out there and do. That's why this is moving so much faster than anything you've ever seen in the kiosk program. But you can get different packages. There's a basic set, there's a premium set. I'm talking about these two. These are the two most popular sets right here. Our special agent set and our premium set. This right here is by far our best value. You get almost $4,000 worth of product for the $1,500. But also, here's the most important part. It codes you as a bronze. So you actually start out about, remember I said it takes 25 and 25 customers on each team to go out there and start as a bronze? So you're starting out about 50 customers ahead of anybody else. You start right out of the gate. Also, it gives you an entire product line. So what's great is if you have somebody that's older, you have the anti-aging line. You have somebody that's younger, you have the classic line. You have a man, you have the men's stuff, you have a woman. You have something for everybody, right? That's what's killer also. But you start off with a 15%, 50% for team commissions. It's a 50% pay raise right out of the gate. You start out with a 20% check match versus a 0% check match. And also you get superstar bonuses. So this package, as well as this package, all give you those things right here. So these are the two that I recommend the most, but do whatever's right for you depending on your economic ability and your commitment level of how much you want to make and how fast you want to make it. This is the package that I got started with. This is the package that most people that have made a bunch of money got started with to go out there and actually go start making it happen right away because you get paid the most, about 60% more. But here's what I want you to know too. We're not here to just sell you products to sell you products. Our company is so confident in the products that we offer, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So for whatever reasons, let's say 6 days from now, you have a dream. And in your dream, God tells you, don't be a secret agent. And you wake up in a cold sweat. You're like, I just can't do it. Send your products back and get your money back. Right? So there's not a big deal. That's good. Like, it's dramatic. There's no risk involved, which is cool. Fast track bonuses. Here's what's so killer too. This is designed to get you a profit mode right away. And this is what my argument to you is. If you're willing to go out there and actually take a step, we'll take 2 steps to work with you. If you don't step, we don't step. But if you're willing to take a step, we will help you go out there and do this. Where's Ryan Nakota in the room? Ryan got started. It was amazing. He came on with a special agent pack. Has gotten, what, 6 people now started with a special agent pack? Goes gone out there and just inside of his first couple of weeks, made over $1,200 in his first couple of weeks with no experience ever doing anything like this before in the industry. You help one person jump on board in each team with the premium package or above, $4 bonus. And you can do that an unlimited amount of times inside of your first 28 days. As many times as you want. So he's taking massive advantage of it. These numbers have basis where we're actually not just about making some money here. 5 cents of every product bought, every product sold goes to this organization. These numbers have basis. We're actually sending kids to college in South Africa. So it's pretty cool being part of a company that's socially conscious, that is caring more about just their bottom line than they are about their world impact, which is pretty cool. And just kind of wrapping up, guys, and if you have anything you wanted to say at all. But here's what I'm saying. I'm going to wrap it up before I turn over to Patty and I'll just show this to you guys. I've been in the industry for 5 years now. I built this up I built up a great position with the company, but I've never seen anything like this. I'll tell you guys, this company's going to make history.
Yeah.
The reason why I walked away from a position that I had built up for 4.5 years was because of these things. Never before in the history of business have you ever had a company that did over $500 million worth of anything that started over inside of the home-based business arena. Most times when you have a startup company, because there's massive money in startups if the company pans out, but the big question is, are these products really going to sell outside of the network? Right? These products have already sold $600 million worth to people that weren't looking for an opportunity, they were just looking for the products. If we sell them at retail, can we get people to buy them at wholesale? Guaranteed. The right products. Answer results. In our push-button society, guys, we want our results when? Now. Right? With the people that sit in front of the microwave and mutter like, come on, take it out 10 seconds early because you just can't wait. Come in there. We want results now. So we're the only people that have instant result products inside the skincare industry. Everybody has to wants to look young. It's the margins on it, the retention on it is higher than anything else. Highest payout in the industry is 65%. 65% of every dollar that comes in is going back to the field. No company can compete with that. Now right time, guys, there's less than 10,000 reps in the entire world right now. You're truly fishing in a lake that's never been fished in before. Right now, we have 39 countries we have product approval in. You have the ability to go out there and start building something and fishing in a lake that's never been fished in, but it's been stockpiled for 6 years. People just stock in the lake and stock in the lake and stock in the lake, so you can go out there and throw your fishing pole in and just start pulling in massive, massive fish. And lots of marlins, right? That's the deal. So I encourage you guys, do what I did. Pick out whatever package is right for you. I encourage you, if you want to give them a per customer try the products, that's great. If you want to go there and actually become a secret agent, make some money with us, I recommend it. It's a fun deal. But with that, I'll turn it back over to Ms. Patty McPherson and we'll close out the night.
Woo!
Really what we're going to do here, I just want to give you some of the last products because I don't want you to walk away. Your face is probably a little dry from the mask and stuff like that, which is normal. But I wanted to bring Joe up here to see, so you can see both sides. Girls can do it, men can do it, we both can do it. Yes, thanks. So it doesn't really matter. Everybody, if you want to do this business, you just learn how to do it exactly the same, and then you go out there and you maximize the profits. But what we want to do is really quickly. What I want to do is I want to give you the eye treatments. Why? Because these little guys right here are going to give you instantaneous results right away. This is what he's talking about. Within minutes or seconds, you'll see the results right away. So what I'm going to do really quickly, in your ring finger, I'm going to give you a little dab. And yes, the amount that I give you is the amount that you normally would put on your face. I'm not giving you that little because it's a tester. Okay? So just dab it on your eye, underneath your eye. You can put this up to twice a day if you have puffy eyes, bags under the eyes, ring finger. The reason why we put it there is because it's your weakest finger. Alright? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you the moisturizer to make your skin feel soft. But we had our first testimonial from Kamini. He was just talking about the hand lotion. He put it on his hands, and it's okay if I share, right? Okay. And he said that that his hands were really like dry and ashy. And after he put that, he said, I can still feel the lotion in my hand right now, and it feels amazing. I've never seen something like this. Is that right? He said he's very impressed with our product. So, yay! We're going to give you the moisturizer, and since you guys were good, we're going to treat you well today, and we're going to give you the green light moisturizer, alright? So you're going to see the little green streaks on your face, and that's actually the moisturizer going to work, okay? So just apply it on your whole side of the face, okay? Now they usually take about 10 minutes to actually penetrate your skin and give you all the results, but after that you can look in a mirror later and see the results on your face. And you see the amounts I'm giving you, it's very little, and that's actually all that you would use. So our products would actually last you for a really long time. Now that's really it. So what would happen is in about 10 minutes, you can hold the mirror, put it right in front of your face, and you're going to see a difference from one side to the other. Some of you guys, most of you will actually already be able to feel it, but if you have anything under your eyes and stuff like that, and if I stare, I'm sorry. I've done hundreds of these, and my eyes are trained to like laser in on what's happening, so I could already see it on you. It's crazy, but I'm not going to stare, all right? So thank you guys so much for coming, and obviously the compensation part and everything that we shared with you was a little extended today because it is a presentation as training as well, not only for you guys, but as training for the agents that we have outside. So thank you guys for being such good people. That invited you out to the spa party is actually going to come. They're going to ask you a question. It's very simple. We're not mind readers. We do have training on how to do the business, but the one thing we don't teach is mind reading. So they're just going to ask you if you're interested or not. And if you are, just let them know, yes, I am. If you have some questions, we're here to help you answer those questions as well. But we definitely encourage you to get started because if you like this, this is fun. This is all we do.
Yeah.
We make a lot of money doing it. So thank you guys so much for coming out.
I need to get my